Now we continue with cost. Today we want to talk about the better stop writing and focus because it's going to be part of the exam. That's the reality.
Yes, it's set.
We continue with cost. Today we talked about short run and long run. Short run simply means there's a fixed factor that we cannot adjust in the short run. In part of the inputs, which is land, labor, capital, and enterprise. So there's always going to be one factor that is fixed in the short run. In the long run, all the factor inputs, land, labor, capital, and enterprise, they become variable. I told you to take that cap off, right? So the difference between the short run and the long run is that in the short run, we have one factor input that is fixed, especially maybe capital. But in the long run, all these factors, land, labor, capital, and enterprise, they are variable, which simply means we can use them the way we want them. That is short run and long run. That is done. I'm just reviewing the previous lesson. Today we want to talk about short run, short down. When will a firm consider short run or short down in the short run? Remember in the short run we have one factor that is fixed, which simply means we cannot do anything with the fixed cost in the short run. So what we have focus on should be the variable cost in the short run. So if a firm is unable to cover up its variable cost in the short run, it should consider short down. I'm going to say that again. I'm talking, you're doing this. I'm sorry for you. In the short run, we don't talk about fixed cost. So the focus is on the variable cost. So if a firm is unable to cover up its variable cost in the short run, it should consider shutting down the firm. Now we're going to use these notes to explain further. What is a company's shutdown point in the short run? A firm will consider shutdown in the short run if the market price falls below its minimum average variable cost. So which simply means, look at here, this is the market price. The average variable cost is above the market price, which simply means the firm is incurring a loss. So you cannot sell further than the price, the market price. You cannot cover your variable cost. Your variable cost is the cost of labor, your cost of raw materials. So if a firm is unable to sell above the variable cost in the short run, it should consider shutting down. This implies that revenue cannot cover operational costs such as labor and raw materials. The cost of labor, the cost of raw materials are considered to be variable costs because as they increase, the cost increases. Variable costs are those costs that changes as the level of output changes. The cost of raw materials, the cost of labor, which is especially wages. So if a firm is unable to cover up its variable cost in the short run, it should consider shutting down the firm. So this can be graphically represented as this. So look at the example here we have. We have the quantity to be 65. We have the quantity to be 65. We have our average total cost, which is the cost. So our cost here, our total cost here for each unit is 2.73. Do we get that, please? Mm-hmm. So our total cost is 2.73 per unit, multiplied by 65, which is the quantity. That gives us our total cost. Who has the calculator there, please?
This is total cost.
Yeah, total cost. Yeah, we have our average total cost here. These are our average total cost, right?
The other one.
Yes. These are average total cost. For each unit, multiplied by the quantity. Please, who has a calculator?
Me.
Hello? Please stand up and stay there. 2.73 multiplied by 65.
17,745.
Well done. 2.73 multiplied by 65, please. 177.45. So we have 177.45. This is the total. Can you just keep quiet, please? You keep quiet already. Our total cost here is 177.45. Now, we have our total revenue. Total revenue is price multiplied by the quantity sold. The price is what? This is the market price, where demand and supply equals. This is our market price. So it is what? 2
130.
multiplied by what?
65.
65.
130.
130. So this is our total revenue. Our total cost is 177.45. Our total revenue is 130. Now we need to know the economic loss of profit. So we say economic loss. Economic loss equals total revenue minus total cost. What's our total revenue? 177, no, 130, right? 130 minus total cost. 177.45. What does that give you? 47, right?
47.45.
47.45. So this is an economic loss. What does this mean? It simply means this business cannot sustain it. It should consider what? Shut down. So this is what we call short run. Shut down, short run. Shut down in the short run. Do we get it?
Yeah.
And you're right.
The question that will be